Hola mis rayos de sol! How are all you boys and girls doing today? In this video, I'll be showing you guys how to get my signature smoky eye. To start off this video, I will be applying my favorite, the Benefit's Porefessional. This product is incredible, people. I apply a tiny bit on the areas of my face where I feel I need a little bit of filling in or smoothing over. So anywhere where I have huge pores, fine lines and wrinkles, or rough texture. For me, those places include my T-zone, my cheeks, the Cupid's bow, and my chin. Next, I'm going to be taking the Skindinavia Bridal Spray and literally bathing in this stuff, guys. I have more combination oily skin, so I live and die by this setting spray. Now, we are going to do a little bit of color correcting. I tend to have some darkness and discoloration around my mouth and underneath my eyes. For this video, I'm going to create a custom color for myself using the Makeup Forever Flash palette. I'll be mixing the colors coral, yellow, and white to get my perfect color correcting shade. I'll apply that evenly on the areas needed and use a damp beauty blender that I moistened with some of that Bridal spray just to assist in the blending. Next, I'll be taking some of that custom color corrector that I created and applying that to the dark areas of my under eye. Remember, people, we don't want to conceal necessarily, just correct. Now I'll be taking one of my favorite foundations, the Lancome Miracle Cushion in the color 450 Suede N, and evenly applying that all over my face, making sure to pounce and not drag so as to not disturb the color correcting that we previously applied. This foundation, guys, is the bomb.com. Like I previously mentioned, I have combination to oily skin, so this foundation does a great job of staying in place all day while giving me a beautiful, healthy skin look to my overall complexion. I'm seriously ride or die for this stuff. Now for concealing, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Concealer and apply that under my eyes, my chin, Cupid's bow, and T-zone. I'll be mixing two colors together to achieve the right color for myself. The colors that I'll be using for this step are 30 Cafe and 25 Medium. Then going in with my trusty beauty blender and blending it all in. To highlight further, I'll be using the same concealer again, only I'll be using just the 25 medium color. I'll be applying that in an upside down T under my eyes just to really brighten and open up my face. Then of course, blend that out with my beauty blender. Next, I'll be taking one of my favorite bases, the Girlactik Eye Glaze in the color Fierce. This is a beautiful burgundy color. I'll be applying that to my mobile lids and using the warmth of my finger to blend that up to my crease. Now for some baking, guys. I'll be taking the RCMA No Color powder and heavily applying that under my eyes to prevent my concealer from creasing. Now, I'm a beautiful chocolate sister, so no worries with this powder leaving an ashy overlay over the skin. For me, it just brightens. Now, please don't judge me, people, but I actually ran out of my face powder for this video and had to improvise. I'm going in with my Morphe 350 palette and taking the caramel brown color second from the right on the top row as my powder for today. I'll be applying that quite generously all over. The foundation tends to make me a bit gray, as do most foundations, so I'll be using the color to bring back the golden in my skin. I'll be applying this powder to all the places where I didn't apply the previous RCMA powder. Now I'm taking a big fluffy brush and buffing my entire face just to make sure all the powders I applied are well incorporated into my skin and that there is no extra powder. Now, for the fun part, I'm going in with a warm tone brown that's a bit lighter than my skin tone and applying that from my lid to my crease as my transition color. I'll be using the first brown shadow in the third row of the Morphe 350 palette to do so. Now for my crease, I'll be using the color right next to the previous eyeshadow from the 350 palette that we used. It's a few shades darker and it's a neutral mid-tone brown. This will ensure that any deeper colors that I place in my crease blend out seamlessly. Now, I felt like the look was just a tiny bit too cool for my liking, so I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark to warm the overall look of the shadows. For the best part of this entire look, I'll be going into my Morphe 35K palette and taking the last color on the third row and heavily applying that onto my lid and blending it out all the way to my crease. This color is incredible. It's a beautiful mix of taupe, brown, and deep purple with a stunning satin finish. Also, I do apologize, my camera stopped recording and didn't catch my next two steps. All I did was go in with my Becca Champagne Pop to my inner corners and took the smallest amount of black from the 35K palette and blended that into my outer crease. Next, thank God, are my brows. As you can see, my natural brows are extremely patchy. For this look, I didn't want anything too intense, so I kept it simple and stuck to just powders. I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in medium brown and dark brown to achieve just that. And to clean up the brows, I'll be going in with that Maybelline Fit Me concealer once again in the color medium 25, just to clean up underneath. And to make sure everything is all blended out, I'm just going in with a clean spoolie. Now, to warm up my complexion even further, I'll be going in with one of my holy grail products, my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark. This powder gives my skin such a beautiful bronzy look. Next, I'll be going in with the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, an oldie but always a goodie. I'll be applying this just to the lower lashes for now, and after I apply my false lashes, I'll use the mascara to blend my real lashes with the false lashes. Next, for my blush, I didn't want anything too bright, so I went in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish blush in the color Warm Soul, just to give my cheeks a bit of color without being too heavy. Now, for my favorite part of applying makeup, the highlight. For this, I'll be using my Becca Champagne Pop. Everybody has heard of this glorious product. that Jaclyn Hill has teamed up with Becca to create. So I needn't say more. And I am going to be applying that to the highest points of my cheek, a little bit on my cupid's bow, a little bit on the tip of my nose, and a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And to finish off, a tiny bit just above the brow. Now, I'm so sorry guys, I'm completely new to recording myself applying makeup, and I didn't get a good enough shot of me applying my liner and lashes, so I went ahead and did that off camera. I promise I'll work at it. My lashes are from Lena Lashes and Kendall from the Bridal collection, and I used Ingots Gel liner in the color 77 to create this fierce wing. For the lips, I had a specific color in mind to use for this look, but sadly I didn't have the color in my collection and had to mix. For this beautiful mauve lip, I mixed Max Rebel and Mocha. I seriously fell in love with this combination and wore it for a week straight. For the finishing touch, I dipped my brush into my deep dark once again and lightly contoured my nose. And to finish off this entire look, I bathed in some more of that bomb-ass bridal spray from Skindinavia. Well, there you have it guys, a quick guide to achieve my beautiful signature smoky eye. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and until next time guys, mwah!